Yeah, alright, my flow sentence.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain a game when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know a way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record-breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused, spoiled little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Let's go now.
The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
To throw, Huntley. Open man is Duvernay. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The Ravens at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
And he'll go down around the 47 this time. That will be first down pickup of 8. Here's Huntley. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Huntley to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Burrow. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. And they'll get this down to the 10. 12 yards there and a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off play action. Huntley. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Mixon. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
18.
Looking to throw. Huntley. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. 12 more yards there and another first down. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Second and 6. And this is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Huntley. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost. So
it does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did. Good. I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Now Burrow on first down. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And that is incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Here we go. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Burrow will throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't come in.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Pulled in at the 24. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeding.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Off the play fake, Huntley. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
19 take.
Looking to throw. Huntley. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Taylor now returning it. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
11 empty take. 11 empty take. 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's the tight end Hurst with it.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On ready?
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And fall incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Let's go now.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They go play action here on first down. Being chased, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And that's good for a gain of 6. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Come on. Hey.
Operating from the gun. Huntley. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. That's caught at the 25. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
65, 65,
Off play action. Huntley. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Logan Wilson coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5.
If you rank one from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, one from the bottom in sacks. Somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Pat the street, pat the street.
They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Okay, quick. Buffalo 18. Cowboy 80.
They'll run here with Edwards. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Huntley. His throw incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal.
Dragon 60. On the ball, on the ball.
Back to throw, Huntley. And this one is incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Check. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 79 Broncos. 7 Pirates.
Looking to throw. Huntley. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Tucker's kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
On one, right?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here we go.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Yeah, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
11 mighty.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, Mixon. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into the wall here, and they'll stop him short. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Ready? 19 right. Ready?
Operating from the gun, Huntley. And his throw here's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Huntley's throw into the hands of Andrews. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
Zero surprise to see Mark Andrews receive a pass and pick up a first down right there. Not only is he one of the best tight ends in the league, he's one of the best overall players in the entire NFL. Set Baltimore Ravens franchise records last season for catches and yards in a single year.
47 yards on the ground for him so far.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they block well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a shotgun handoff to Hill. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, here we go.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Again, it's Edwards. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Tucker's kick is good, and they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
They'll start the drive with Drake.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
He finds Bateman over the middle.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd down. Huntley, throw left side, complete. That's Drake.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The Ravens on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Burrow. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That's the NFL vet Calais Campbell coming in and dragging him down.
A 15-year career that's been aging like fine wine. Calais Campbell is one of the most respected players in the game. If he can get 6.5 sacks this season, that means he'll have 100 for his career.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he's going to go down again.
Justin DK working his way to the quarterback that time.
Here's Kevin Huber now. As he come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
And some room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
89 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Operating from the gun. Huntley. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and 12, Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 11. Inside handoff to Mixon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Gun.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here we go.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hot. 11.
From the gun to give to Mixon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Past the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Mixon is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 5.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Here's Huntley.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Now Huntley. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays harder.
And this is caught. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
They'll try and throw for it. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, but also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Now Burrow. Pass complete. Hurst.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here we go.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Burrow. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well,